Welcome back, guys. Today we're doing another video on doing analysis on some pairs we'll be looking out for. Uh, as at last week, okay, no, this is last week or today is Saturday. Sorry, as at this week, we took two trades. No, two trades were taken or two trades were analyzed, and currently I'm in one. The second one, I didn't enter my ideal entry. I was expecting price to like have retraced a little bit to my entry before continuation to the downside. For the I'll be going. This video should be short actually. I'm going to make it that long. I'll be focusing on the pairs I'm looking out for and what I'm looking out for. And yeah, I'll be sharing my thoughts on my thoughts on the pairs I'm looking out for. We'll be analyzing BTC, Ethereum, how the EURUSD, gold, and USDJPY and the YDX. I'll be talking about the YDX though, and a little on USDJPY. But first of all, on the screen we have gold. Well, gold was one of the pairs that I analyzed for an entry this week. And if you check my YouTube channel, I posted a short video on gold on my entry. I think that was on Friday. So, but I didn't enter the trade immediately, which I haven't entered the trade yet. I'm expecting gold to retrace back to 1655. Well, my ID entry should have been here at this level, right at the close of this candle. Yeah, right at the close of this candle here. That's where my entry would have been, which is not a bad thing. But I was kind of checking something out. I was expecting price to retrace back to the neckline, like back to this support zone turn resistance, this very minor support zone turn resistance before continuation to up to the downside. Well, I'm still expecting that though, because you have a little support here. So maybe price will come back, test my entry and push to the downside. Although first take profit will be at this black line here. Then I'll secure my trade and let the rest to run. Well, if price doesn't come here and eventually I find back my entry here, I'll enter the trade or I'll let it slide. But for those that saw my short video and took the trade, you guys are in profit right now. So congratulations to you guys. The next pair I'll be going into will be yeah, I guess no, sorry, pounds JPY. Well, for pounds JPY, my bias from pounds JPY is a buy, as you can see. Actually, I've been monitoring this pair for quite some time now. Let's go from the weekly. Well, at the moment the moment I started monitoring pair, it was around the like this price action. Initially, my analysis was if price breaks this resistance zone, because price came to test here, rejected it, test here, rejected it, which I decided to box this. To me, this is in a range. So I was like, either price comes and break above or does this thing here and break below. But my bias was totally on the buy side, because you can see we are going up and we broke this neckline, which had a double bottom here. So we broke this neckline, which is also a major zone for us. Yeah, and we're expecting price to rally all the way to this next zone, which won't be that easy though. So like my first resistance zone is this black line. Like I'll be monitoring how price react here, but then but my major take profit will be here and this zone. So back on the daily, when I saw price broke above here, I saw these minor rejections. I told myself, once price breaks above this black line, which it did, that I'll be taking an entry on this pair. I took my entry around here, and price did this thing, but eventually before the end of the week, we're in profit and we're still holding this trade. So that's the two trades we predicted this week, or we analyzed this week for an entry. Then down to Bitcoin. Well, the week is not totally finished for Bitcoin. Like we have 1 day and 9 hours for this candle to finish forming on the weekly. But from the look of things, from my past video, you notice that I analyzed Bitcoin for Bitcoin to actually break. Let me zoom in. For Bitcoin to actually break this level, for me to enter for a sell, which it didn't. Yeah, which it didn't. And eventually, it was within this range, and eventually we are looking like we're breaking above, which if we look to the past, we have a support here, which tells me we're likely going for reversal because this is likely forming a double bottom. So on the weekly, you can see this coming out. On the weekly, you can see this. You can see this, and this is more like an engulfing candle, and price have rejected this area. So what I'm looking out for is, well, and my bias on this pair has changed. So far, we are above this zone. I'll be looking for entry, and I'll be looking out for this resistance area here. Inside this double bottom yet to completely form, we have this price action. Price to the downside, retracement, then this. Then I'm expecting price to come here and reject. So around this area, I'll be looking for an entry to the upside. Yeah, to the upside. But in the coming days, if price break above here, I will have a total change in bias. Like my bias will totally change for a buy. Then I'll be looking for more entries for a buy to this zone, major zone. But for now, I'm looking for, so far we're above this zone. I'm looking for entry to this zone and to this zone. Well, if I get an entry here, this will be my first take profit. This will be my second take profit. And it will break above here. I'm looking for my entries to the upside. So that's my thought on Bitcoin. Then down to Ethereum. Same on Ethereum, but Ethereum, we are currently breaking this trend line. Like I said, the week is not yet over. We have 1 day and 9 hours. So by the end of Sunday tomorrow, I'll come back to see our price closed above this trend line. But once we break above this trend line, we have a resistance here. So I'll be expecting a retracement, more like a minor head and shoulder pattern like we saw in BTC. I also in BTC. Yeah, something like this. So something like this for entry to the upside. And yeah, so once we break this zone, then my bias change for a buy on Ethereum. So for my lookout right now is a close above this trend line, a retracement, a possible retracement, then we look for an entry for a buy. Well, we monitor price to see what price gives us. We don't know what will happen. Then going forward to Audi USD. Well, to be sincere with you, my USD pairs like Audi, I'm still holding on a bearish move to the downside. On the weekly, price closed indecisive to me because we have a week below, a week above, and doesn't look like it knows what we want to do. Then go down to the daily. We are currently here. Well, I don't have anything on Audi yet, but if I see a break below this line and price holds below this line, I'll be looking for an entry again to the downside where we had a loss on on the trade we took here. So I'm looking for an entry once we're below this line again and price holds below this line. But if not, I will stay out for the meantime and see what price gives us. I won't really do anything. Then on Euro USD, on the weekly, we closed below this black line, which is a resistance. So we curved back into this resistance. And my bias on Euro USD still holds for a sell, but I won't be taking this trade. Why? Because we have a minor support here. Once I see a clear break below this minor support, then I'm considering to enter for a sell. But for now, I will I will be monitoring price on Euro USD. Although my bias is a sell bias, but I won't be taking any trades. I see a proper break below here. Yes, a proper break. Once I see a proper break below here, let's see. Although price does its whole thing, blah blah blah. Let me look on the monthly properly. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, let's see. Well, if okay, for those that will want to take a risky entry, once price breaks below this trend, the counter trend line, or close below this counter trend line on the 4 hours, looking for entry to the downside. But if you want to be more conservative, I advise you wait for price to close below this minor support, then look for entry to sell to the downside. Yes, yes. Well, for me, below this minor support, entry to the downside. Then which other pair? Okay, I've talked on gold. Yeah, I've talked on gold. I've talked on JPY, pound JPY. USD JPY. Well, on USD JPY, my bias is a buy. expecting more push to the upside. Like I said in my previous video, well, we have okay, a fib support here. This green zone, these green lines, 50 to 68%. And price came to test it as at last week. Now price came to test it this week. And my confidence is the Fibonacci major zone, which is a support right now. What else? We have a morning star, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a morning star, 1, 2, 3. So I'm expecting more push to the upside. On the weekly, you can see that this is more like an indecision candle. Yeah, this is more like an indecision candle. Although I'll be looking for entry to the upside. Now my entry will be on the 4 hours. I'll be looking at what price gives me. Well, I'll be looking for a close below this trend line. I'll be sorry, above this trend line. Yes, above this trend line. Maybe something little more like this. I won't say, but might this. So maybe a retracement more once more. I don't know. Whatever price brings or what we see, we'll take our entry. It'll be more reactive than predictive. So, but I'm expecting to see a close above this trend line. Then I'm looking for an entry to the upside. Yeah, that's it for USDJPY. Then the XY. Now on the XY, the XY has been acting funny. Well, right now the XY is at the zone, came back, retest the zone. If there is a close below the zone and price stays below the zone, well, I might be considering a sell bias for the XY, but my bias still stands on the buy. Why? First of all, we have a 50 to 60% retracement here, which the XY is around that area. We have our zone, minor zone here, which price broke above, kind of retesting the zone. Yeah, I guess that's it. And if you look at markets, we're trending up, like we're trending to the upside. Yes, we're trending to the upside. This is just a minor retracement on the monthly. So, well, the week is ending on Monday. Actually, the month is ending on Monday. Which Monday I don't trade on Mondays. So we'll see how the month ends on the XY. And we have, and this coming week is NFP week, non-farm payroll. So which is on a Friday. So let's see how the XY reacts to that too. But my bias still stands on a buy on the XY. So totally on dollar pairs, I still stand with a buy. But well, price on the daily is not understandable. So I'll stick with the weekly and see what happens. Well, my confirmation to the upside, continuation to the upside is once we break this trend line. Yeah, once we break this trend line. Yes, but let's see what the XY have for us. So I guess that's it for all the pairs. For the pairs that I've been analyzing in this video. Um, if you have any questions, any comment, if you want me to make a video on, like, not make a video, give my comment on any pair. You can leave a comment below. Just leave a comment below if you need any advice or if you need me to throw more light on anything. Well, like, share, and subscribe so I can stay tuned when I drop a new video. And check my short videos on YouTube and check my community because I'll post some of the time I'll be posting my entries, pictures of my entries. I'll be taking like trades I'll be taking. I'll be posting my entries on my community. Even on the I'll be making short videos on entries I will likely take also. So you can subscribe and stay tuned to when I drop my next video. So that's it for this video.